You know, there are some days you log onto social media looking for a laugh, looking for the usual banter, but instead you're hit with something that completely knocks the breath out of your lungs. Something that leaves you staring at your screen with goosebumps, tears in your eyes, and a cold shiver running straight down your spine. What if I told you that a 20-year-old girl, full of life, full of big dreams, packed her bags from Warri and traveled down to Asaba just to learn how to make an honest living? But instead of a mentor, she met a real-life monster. What if I told you that the last video she would ever record in this beautiful world wasn't a cute TikTok dance, but a tearful, heartbreaking goodbye message where she looked directly into the camera and said, "By the time you see this video, I will already be dead, and the cause of my death is Odogwu Asaba." We're looking at how a 44-year-old popular content creator used the very platform that made him famous to trap an innocent soul. We're going to look at her final words. We're going to watch a shameless, pathetic begging video inside a police station where he was shouting, "It's a terrible mistake. I will give everything up." Oh, really? Now it's a mistake? And most importantly, family, we're going to backtrack. We're going to look at his past videos, because if you closely examine the things Odogwu Asaba used to say online, the way he constantly bashed girls, insulted women, and treated them like objects, you will realize that the signs were already there. Social media just chose to ignore them until a young girl lost her life. If you're new to the GistOven family, please hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell, and drop a comment below. Let's talk like humans today. Grab your water, sit close, because we need to break this tragedy from the absolute beginning. Let's talk about Favour, because before she became a trending topic, she was just a 20-year-old girl from Delta State, a young girl living in Warri, looking at the internet just like you and I. She wanted to learn how to monetize her TikTok. She wanted to know how to grow her Facebook page. In this economy where things are tough, she was looking for a legitimate way to put food on the table, to stand on her own 2 feet. And then comes Ifeanyi Ogbonna, the man the internet knows as Odogwu of Asaba, 44 years old, a grown man, a public figure with thousands of followers, operating a boutique out of a hotel where he also resides. Odogwu put up a video. He advertises a mentorship program. He says, "Come to Asaba. I will teach you how to grow your page. I will support you. I will show you the secrets of content creation." Favour saw this and thought she had found a golden opportunity. She contacted him. They spoke. He assured her, "Don't worry, my sister, I will mentor you." On the 1st of June, this innocent girl packs a small bag, says goodbye to her twin sister and her parents, and boards a vehicle from Ughelli to Asaba. She thought she was traveling toward a future. She didn't know she was walking straight into a cage. Family, let's stop here for a second. Look at how dangerous the internet has become. When a public figure with a verified face offered to help an upcoming youth, who wouldn't trust them? Favour trusted a big brother figure. Tell me in the comments, do you blame her for traveling? Let's be honest. In a world where we look up to influencers, she thought her life was about to change for the better. But look at what happened next. According to the reports from activists like Comrade Israel Joe and Harrison Gwamnisho, who have been fighting tirelessly for this family, the moment Favour arrived in Asaba, the story changed. Odogwu didn't take her to a classroom. He didn't take her to a studio. He took her straight to a hotel room. Favour was uncomfortable. She specifically told him, "Sir, please, I'm a virgin. I'm not here for any relationship. I'm just here to learn content creation." She begged him. She cried. But this 44-year-old man completely ignored her tears. The police statement confirms he subjected her to horrific physical violence and forcefully defiled her. Can you imagine the terror? Locked in a room with a man more than twice your age, screaming for help in a strange city where nobody knows you, while the person who promised to elevate your life is the one breaking your spirits. Favour somehow managed to escape and get back home to her family. She was shattered. She told her twin sister. She told her parents. But the trauma was too heavy for a 20-year-old heart to carry. The shame, the pain, the physical injuries, it overwhelmed her. Before she drank a toxic substance to end her own life, she sat down in front of her phone camera, visibly distressed, crying. Final video, which has now gone viral, is the most painful thing you will ever watch on the internet. She said, "My name is Favour from Warri. This will be the last video of me you will see. Odogwu Asaba is the cause of my death." Shortly after recording that video, she swallowed the substance. Her family rushed her to the hospital, praying, crying, begging God to save her. But despite all medical efforts, Favour closed her eyes and died. Just like that. A light put out because of one man's unchecked, monstrous desires. Now, family, let's talk about the parts that makes my blood boil. Everyone is acting surprised. People are screaming on Facebook and TikTok saying, "Ha, Odogwu, how could you do this?" But let's be real on GistOven today. Let's do a quick deep dive into the archives. If we look back at the trending videos, this same Odogwu Asaba was making months and years before this incident. The red flags were waving like a bright red canopy. What kind of content was he known for? Bashing girls, insulting women. He would sit in front of his camera, laughing, calling women names, calling them gold diggers, treating them like disposable commodities that men can just buy, use, and discard. He built a brand on toxic masculinity. He made videos making fun of women's boundaries. Let's analyze this together, guys. Why do we celebrate people who make content out of degrading others? We laugh at the skits, we share the videos, we give them views, likes, and shares. We turn them into celebrities. And when they get that massive social media power, they use it as bait. Favour didn't just see a random stranger. She saw a celebrity that thousands of people were cheering for every single day. We need to start vetting the characters of the people we make famous. Look at his old videos. He openly bragged about how he could get any girl, how girls are nothing. It wasn't content creation, people. It was his real life mindset broadcasted on screen. Drop a comment if you remember some of those old skits. Didn't you feel uneasy watching them even back then? But thank God for justice. The moment Favour's final video hit the internet, activists like Israel Joe raised an alarm that could not be silenced. The Delta State Police Command under Commissioner CP Yemi Oyeniyi swung into action. They tracked him down. Ifeanyi Ogbonna was arrested and put in a cell. And guess what happened next? The Odogwu, the big man, the proud content creator who bashed girls online, suddenly transformed into a weeping, trembling child. A video surfaced online from inside the police station. He was caught on camera handcuffed, looking pathetic, begging Favour's grieving parents and a twin sister. Listen to what this 44-year-old man was saying. He said, "This is a terrible mistake. I am ready to give everything up. Please forgive me. Let us settle." A terrible mistake. Really? You forcefully broke into a 20-year-old virgin girl while she was crying and begging you to stop. You drove her to the point where she felt the only way to wash away the trauma was to end her home life. Now that the handcuffs are clicking on your wrist, now that your brand is destroyed and jail is staring you in the face, you are calling it a mistake. You want to give up everything for a settlement. Can your everything bring Favour back to life? Can your money erase the pain from her own twin sister's heart? Can it dry the tears of her mother? Report says he has made useful statements and admitted to the police, but the public is saying no to any out-of-court settlement. This matter must go to the highest court in the land. This story is a deep scar on our collective conscience. Favour deserved to grow up. She deserved to see her dreams come true. We at GistOven are sending our deepest, most sincere condolences to Favour's family, especially her twin sister. No family should ever have to go through this excruciating pain. We stand with everyone calling for maximum justice. There must be no cover-ups, no technicalities, and no mercy for sexual violence. Before I stop for today, I want to ask a serious question. How do we protect our young girls from these internet predators? What do we do to ensure that another Favour doesn't fall victim to these fake mentorship scams online? Please share your thoughts in the comment section below. Flood the comments with #JusticeForFavour. Don't let this trend die down until the final judgment is passed. If you're yet to subscribe to GistOven, please do so now. Share this video wide across Facebook, Twitter, and WhatsApp and keep the conversation alive. Until next time, look out for one another, be careful who you trust online, and stay safe. Bye for now.